Days without rain can do a real number on your lawn and gardens. In the summertime, the solution is simply water, 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 but summer bowed out nearly 2 months ago already.
Yeah, which leaves us with a question, should we be doing something to preserve our plants and yard during the autumn drought? Well, you know what? There's somebody we're going to ask. She's an expert. This is Ginny Rosenkranz with the University of Maryland Extension. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. But I tell you, it is dry.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. It hurts me.
Now, this is, it's not usually this dry.
No, we usually have some rain, and we look forward to October for the bright, sunny weather.
Right.
But we also expect a little bit of rain in between so we can go ahead and enjoy the fact that the leaves are still full of color and that sort of stuff, and our grass. I mean, this is the time of year when we do our lawns, add grass seed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Cannot do that.
Don't do it. Can't
No,
do it.
you can't do that. You're not allowed to water your lawn right now because there's, you know, not a ban, but the water table is so low.
Right.
Right. But the thing I'm concerned about is, okay, the lawn, of course. I mean, people love their lawns. Mine is just going dormant, and one thing I have to remember is not to cut it. I mean, I stopped cutting it 2 months ago because it hasn't grown, but I do have leaves on it, so I'm going to go ahead and have to cut the leaves, mulch the leaves up.
Right.
But I only want to go on it one time, because the more you go on it when it's in a drought situation, the more damage you do to the plants. The grass doesn't like it.
Okay.
So I have to be really careful about that. But I'm concerned about, you know, we're talking about trees. We have a lot of beautiful native and non-native shallow-rooted trees, like our beautiful native dogwoods.
Right, right.
And there's a whole bunch of other ones that love to live in the shade of the big trees, but they need the moisture because they're very shallow-rooted. I have 2 dogwoods that I've been watering, and I have a beautiful redbud, which is also a native one. And the redbud, I think I've lost it.
Oh, no.
And I've been, you know, buckets of water, dumping it, all that kind of stuff. But there's just so much you can do. And so what I did, though, is I decided to bring a little bit of color.
Yeah.
So these plants are drought tolerant. And I think that that's one thing that we on the shore always have had to worry about or have to look at.
Right.
So I have, in the teeny tiny vase, those are really cool. They are very drought tolerant. They're from the prairie. So they're used to hot and dry and that sort of stuff. They're the purple coneflower. Now, right now, they're very tiny because most of the big tall ones have already bloomed. I always leave the seeds because the goldfinches love them. But underneath most of those real tall ones, there was a couple of little teeny ones, so I went ahead and brought them. And I can almost hear the goldfinches saying, I want those seeds. But it's nice to know that they have them. Black-eyed Susans, there's some varieties of them that are still in bloom right now, which is really nice. And I forgot to get them this afternoon, but I'll get them another time.
We'll get them.
That's okay.
But then I do have the irises. Now, these are not native. These are German bearded iris, and these are actually reblooming iris. So I always like to share that with people because iris bloom mostly in the springtime, but you can get them to bloom in the fall. And they are so drought tolerant that they don't even care.
Those are gorgeous.
They are
Yes.
beautiful.
So all I can say is, you know, nowadays I think that we have to decide which plants that are the most important to us.
Right.
Right.
I wouldn't do it on a lawn because your lawn will bounce back.
Can we do something with the trees, though?
I think you can. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
And that's real important, especially the shallow-rooted ones, like the red buds and the dogwoods. Our native ones are so beautiful.
Wow. Should we be thinking about some of our other plants that we have out there, what we can do to help with them because everybody is so thirsty?
Well, I think, like, for instance, summer bulbs and all that kind of stuff, they're very, very drought tolerant also. There's a lot of annuals that are, I mean, my marigolds and my zinnias are still blooming like crazy.
Right.
They're wonderfully drought tolerant and multiple colors and all that sort of stuff. So they're good. If you have like a foundation planting, you want to go ahead and take a look at it. You'll see the ones that are having issues.
Right.
I've noticed a couple in my yard, and I'm just going to prune back what didn't make it.
Okay.
And as long as the root system is okay, it'll be fine.
And just wait on the grass seeding for now. Just
Yes,
wait.
indeed. We're going to have to do our grass seed next year.
Okay. Well, there you go.
We can wait.
Ginny Rosenkranz, thank you so much.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
time. Thank you for
Thank you.
bringing your friends, too. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.